We have decided to pay close attention to our finfish fishery. It is a resource which we don't have as structured a management regime for as we do with some of our more established fishery, in particular lobster and conch. But it's a very important resource at the end of the day. And the Ministry of the Blue Economy and the Fisheries Department is very much targeting and ensure that we have as a priority the regimes in place which would speak to sustainable use, but also regimes which speaks to the creation of a fishery that can continue to contribute meaningfully to our national economy and also to livelihoods and to the people in Belize. And at the end of the day, to understand how we can develop it both from a domestic market standpoint, but also how do we now look at the resource and its potentials for exportation, foreign markets that can now bring in much needed revenues into Belize. Coming out of the Fisheries Department, we have some very important resources that we don't traditionally have a history of catching, such as our deep slope species. And so it provides a good opportunity for us to create sustainable diversification in terms of commodities for the fishers, and also for us to put less pressure on our already heavily exploited nearshore resources such as our conch and lobster. And so this workshop here today is in partnership with the Environmental Defense Fund, who are hired to facilitate the process along with the Fisheries Department to come up with a finfish multi-species management plan for Belize. It is hopeful that this workshop would now validate the draft that has been developed, and then it would go to the Ministry for endorsement and implementation.